and welcome back to the Gestures Court. My name is Rachel Kordell, and I am your Dungeon Master. And today we are joined by the lovely Casey Reardon.
Hey, they say moss doesn't grow on a rolling stone, but
Did you grow on a rolling stone? Is that the implication there?
I think he had a stroke.
I'm moss.
Sky Swanson.
The Hoggler ain't no knob as he studies for his thesis. He tossed that blob with the power of his telekinesis.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
That was amazing.
That was the most, I think, the Hoggler ever said that I could hear and understand.
There you go.
Jonas Tintenseher.
Whisperwise's ASMR hour. Today's animal, the hammerhead shark.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's always
Imagine being a scuba diver, bottom of the ocean, and you just hear that.
No, that's what they often talk about whenever you do like the shark dives and like the cage and whatnot. Is the beautiful, not the beautiful calls of the whales, but the beautiful calls of the sharks. You know?
I would take that hammerhead over that goofy mouthed shark from Strange Wilderness, you know, like, oh, you know what I'm talking about? It's awesome.
Yeah.
No idea.
Okay.
Watch Strange Wilderness.
All right.
Seth likes to bring up that video about once a month.
Speaking of Seth, Coveyou.
I'm Seth Coveyou, and I've recently come into a bit of money. So I'm going to hire a dice boy. Dice boy?
Yes.
Would you roll a die for me?
Yes, my lord. Do you have a die in mind?
The D20 today, dice boy.
I already rolled a D6. It's 1.
Get ready for constant disappointment.
Oh,
No.
Andrew, I'm sorry, you don't get to go after that. I'm just kidding. Andrew Frost.
Oh, it's going to eat it.
Ow. Hey, y'all. It's Randy Eden here. I don't know about you fellas, but my head's still pounding from last week's summer blowout. So this week we're gonna keep it low key. If you show us your receipt from last weekend's celebration, we'll offer you a bowl of cheesy grits on the house. It's the least we can do for you. I don't know how to cast Lesser Restoration. I'm gonna go lay down. Always good. Shh. Always good eating and eating's eating.
my God. We're
That
eating,
was-
getting pounded at
that was
at that
good.
blowout.
That was amazing. Oh my God. Okay. Well, that's the end of the episode because I think that was all the content. No, I'm kidding.
Content.
All right. So last time on The Forbidden Gift, our champions were mid-combat with a chaotic ooze. The party fought the creature in a wild combat where Barnabus successfully redirected Whisperwise's mist chromatic orb back into the ooze. Eden took a heavily edited turn to summon Chewingas. They gave everyone a super cool necklace.
I commit no crimes.
I don't know what you're talking about. Heavily edited. That was exactly how that went.
Yeah, that's how it went.
And no one will ever know. And Eden turned into a stick.
As punishment for my very
For your lack of
quick,
crime.
fast turn.
The Hoggler ripped the ooze from the ground where it was frozen to and tossed it into the air with telekinesis, holding it there. And Moss's summon, Licks the Beholder, delivered the final blow and killed it into an immaculate explosion of ice and chaos, basically. Whisperwise healed Olivia's deformity and sent her back to Willowdale, and the party turned north to find the last core before heading into chaos itself. So, you guys are standing on the edge of basically what is the last piece of like big connected ground to the rest of the plane of rock that you were standing on, basically. And you are looking at a field of these giant rocks and parts of land that have been shifted away from that plane you're standing on, going up and down and pretty much in every direction. And you can imagine that perhaps shortly the ground that you will be standing on will soon also be part of these floating chunks of earth. Magic, who is, well, at least when you last looked at her, was a butterfly. It now has kind of turned into a little caterpillar type shape. Directs your attention to a particular floating chunk that has what appears to be a normal house on it for the most part. It's a little distorted, but other than anything that you've seen in a place that was once residential, this is probably the most normal looking thing that you've laid your eyes on. And on top of that, I believe that you also learned that it had a magic signature to it, like not chaotic energy, magic. And she isn't sure why. So there's a couple pieces of these giant floating earth chunks that kind of make a path, but magic simply cannot lift you and bring you there. So how do you want to do this? There's a bunch of these chunks of rock. Do you have any plans, any ideas?
You know, sometimes there's a little foot, sometimes it's gonna be a sliding. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, don't you know it, hun?
I got a broom that flies.
Oh, yeah. You're
that's
just,
handy.
How much weight can that carry?
It can carry one Barnabus.
Well, that's for sure, but if we gotta squeeze anyone else on there, reckon you can get anyone?
I don't think Barnabas wants to share.
Oh, we'll give you guys that impression.
That's not helpful.
I'll say because you guys are closer to the outside of this like ring of this like slow explosion, things are relatively close to each other. I'd say maybe the farthest thing is like 50 feet or maybe even less. It's possible to get there. It's just, it requires a little bit of creativity.
How about just a single athletics check? You know what I'm talking about. Plus 12, baby.
You can go ahead and try and make that jump if you want. I should mention, though, that if you look down into this pit, there is this similar swirling cloud vibe that you have above you, also below you.
Can I make an Arcana check on that?
Sure, if you want.
Does it seem like portals?
Oh, is it a portal?
It might be. Let's find
22
out.
to make the jump.
Yeah, no, I'll aid you on that, Casey.
You'll give
We'll
me
put
the
our
hell
heads
back.
together.
Lovely. Advantage.
So as you guys are looking at these clouds, the Hoggler takes a good old, like, I'm picturing like a cat, how they kind of like get down and like wiggle their bodies a little bit, and then like soars up and grabs onto the next piece of nearest land. And yeah, you are easily able to get there.
Just jump it, guys. It's easy.
27 Arcana.
27 Arcana.
My God.
So it doesn't appear to be a portal. It just kind of seems like the world itself is falling apart, and the matter that makes up everything at its like smaller chunks is just completely turning into this dust and cloud. So for all you know, those clouds could be buildings, rocks, people, animals, unsure. They're clouds now.
I mean, I got something I could do, but I'm gonna have to slide onto the broom with Barnabus over here. So it's up to y'all.
I would like to cast Pass Without Trace and Sneak by Gravity.
Oh, that's a good solution.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll for it.
Oh my God, this is going. I was doing a silly Billy. That's a 22.
Okay. So, Whisperwise, you have this like odd feeling. I mean, you're looking at these clouds, literally reality is falling apart at the seams, and because, I don't know, maybe you're feeling funny, you go ahead and cast Pass Without a Trace to sneak around gravity.
Oh boy, oh boy.
This is how trees grow so tall.
And sure enough, with this amazing roll, it's not that you begin floating, but it's almost as if you have suddenly and magically slipped between a passing crack of reality, and you no longer feel that you are affected by it. And you feel as though perhaps anyone in your radius also affected by this spell may also be able to find that crack and slip through it easily.
Guys,
Okay.
I found a hole in the world.
Well, that saves me a spell slot, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
So everyone who is playing with this weird reality bend has to also make a stealth roll to sneak past gravity.
I'm not great at stealth, but I'm gonna do it.
That's plus 10. I mean, I only have plus
We got
2,
plus
but
10.
yeah, you got plus 10. That's how you I get there.
Yeah, plus 10
Just go with
not
the
bad,
vibe.
but if I roll poorly... Oh, good, I did roll poorly.
Rachel, I appreciate you allowing that. Thank you. I had several other ideas because I wasn't expecting that to work, but I appreciate it.
I mean, it makes sense to me.
That's gonna be a 19 from Moss.
I'll be a 25 for Eden.
Okay. So
I was just going to cast Fly, but this works.
So, Eden, you kind of concentrate on whatever Whisperwise just like mumbled at you to try and get you to understand what just happened. And in your mind's eye, you can kind of sense this hole, and easily you're kind of able to slip through it. Moss, you also are able to kind of feel this hole, and you also kind of step through it, but you feel that like you may need to make another roll at some point, which you
Gravity's eye is on me.
Gravity's eye is maybe aware.
Gravity has its eyes.
It's a little shifty right now.
For the moment, you are safe to make a travel. So
Okay. If I feel safe enough to travel, I'm gonna travel.
you are you feel that you can make at least to the next rock, so to speak.
Great.
Is everyone covered?
I think so. Hoggler jump,
think
Barnabus
so.
fly, and we are sneaking past gravity.
Hell yeah.
Sure. You so
Fucking wild.
those of you who are Hoggler's already probably eyeing up the next rock to make a jump to. Barnabus is flying on the broom, and the three of you essentially climb the air like stairs and walk up until the next rock. Moss being more careful than the others, but still being successful at it. We'll say you have only a couple more. These pieces of rock are pretty big, so you're able to travel closer, and you come up to the next one. Whisperwise and Eden, you're fine. Moss, go ahead, just give me another roll.
I think I'm gonna change tactics if I feel like gravity is
Sure.
looking a little bit too closely at me.
Sure.
And
You're
instead,
welcome.
I'm gonna grab a grappling hook and throw it up to the next one, and George of the Jungle swing to the next thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Very nice.
using acrobatics rather than athletics.
Real core.
Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
Great.
Hoggler, I need another roll to jump onto this next rock.
Well, why didn't you just say so? That's a 27.
Easily, same form. You make
He
your
gets
jump.
into a frog position and just like launches himself like standing jump straight at the next one. He goes through it and gets to the next one
Perfect.
like a bullet.
Sure, Moss, you have your roll.
I do.
Ballet.
That's gonna be a natural 1 for a total of 8.
Okay.
I can't believe
Amazing.
Moss is fucking dead.
So, well, not dead, but you go ahead and I guess because we're just combining, there's kind of a couple actions here. You go ahead and swing your grappling hook. You pull on it. It feels like you have it firm. You start to climb, and your grip just isn't quite tight enough, and you begin to slip. Give me a dex save to hold on.
Dexterity saving throw. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a 7.
It's gonna be a 7.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So you are losing your grip. Are you being vocal about this as your gravity elusive friends are traveling past you?
If there's one thing I know about Moss, it's that he's very stoic in the face of... No, he's screaming.
All right. So you begin to fall.
God damn.
Does anyone want to try and help this?
Yeah, I think I'll try just because it.
Oh man,
Sure.
I wanted to athletic scoop him like a baby bird.
Barnabus has featherfall.
I do, yeah.
Barnabus, are you just gonna swing by on your broom and grab him, or
Yeah.
Sure? Go ahead. Just give me. I guess I'll give you a dex save to grab him.
Barnabus managed to save a wizard from falling to their death. He's like Andrew Garfield in No.
Oh my
Far
god.
Away Home.
Moss is Gwen Stacy,
I'm your
and that
Gwen.
makes too much sense.
My nose is bleeding. I'm having flashbacks to another wizard.
I'm fine with him.
Why does my heart hurt?
No.
I got an 11.
Barnabas, you're not pushing someone off the cliff this
boy.
time. This time you're helping them off the cliff.
Well, okay, yep, you go by and you try to grab him, but Moss is now falling and descending quickly.
I cast Featherfall.
Right. You cast Featherfall on Moss. Moss, you are now moving slowly, so you have a little bit more time to figure this out.
Athletics check to spring off frog-like again and grab him like a baby.
You can. I don't know what you'll do after the fact.
Guys, some of us are creative with our
We'll
solutions.
plummet together.
Some of us only have one thing, and mine is athletics. So,
Well, if someone's going to act quickly and break that off.
Can anyone give me a +1 somehow?
No.
Damn. All right. Well, it's just a 29.
All right, well, you leap off, you line yourself as you begin this short free fall with Moss, and you do grab onto Moss. Moss is falling a little bit faster now because the Hoggler does not have feather fall cast.
What the fuck?
Still
Descending faster.
still not fast.
I got you, Moss. Don't worry.
Moss is like struggling is about to use somatic components to cast a spell, and the Hoggler just hits him.
Hits you so
He's like,
hard.
what are you
Your
doing?
hat.
I was about to.
All that. It's just the frame of you falling, and then it's just your hat spinning in place in like the lighter. It's still got feather fall on it as Hoggler just collides into you.
I'd like to I'd like to plant my woodsy staff in the ground.
The ground that you're not standing on? I guess if you haven't climbed yet.
If I'm on I'm assuming I'm still on a rock.
Sure, okay.
Is this fertile earth?
No.
No, I mean...
Oh, we got dice.
Rolling a die.
Chaos.
Yes, it is fertile.
Great.
You happen to be standing on a piece of fertile
One
rock.
patch of fertile grass. So
Knock
I
up
plant
that asteroid, Jonas.
I plant my staff in it sideways, and Whisper and the staff instantly sprouts into a 60-foot tall, so now jutting outward underneath Moss and Hoggler, healthy tree with a 5-foot diameter trunk so that they can land on it safely and walk back onto solid ground.
Great.
Are you trying to focus the branches so they will be caught and don't have to grab onto anything? I'll give you the ability to do that.
It's a 20-foot radius, so I'm just kind of aiming generally and figuring they'll figure it out.
I could roll another athletics if you want to grab on.
I am trying to aim, but I don't know how well I can.
Give me an Arcana check.
Put the branches, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 13. But I'm really lucky, and I saw this coming, so that's a 27.
How could you see this coming?
Ooh.
Well, I specifically excluded Moss from the full protection of my anti-gravity spell.
Why?
Because
No, more to the effect of I would try and fix this with Moss falling. Gonna take 0 falling damage, then the Hoggler swoops out of nowhere, immediately canceling that and ruining a first level spell.
You're asking how I saw it coming that the
How did
Hoggler would do
you-
something unexpected and ruin
Everything
it?
was perfect. We were having a nice time, and you fucked it up.
Technically, the feather fall is the reason why, with Whisperwise careful focus,
It's
is
still
able
helping.
to spoon the tree underneath them and catch them, thus causing no fall damage. However, you are still on that second rock.
I land on the branch still holding Moss, and I look at him in the eyes and I just go, I'll never let you go, Moss. And then I set him down and go, yeah, all right then, well that ain't a gazebo full of turkey, ain't it? And he wanders off.
Guys, come up. We can all walk over. We don't have to dodge gravity.
I think I'm gonna jump in the void, actually, guys.
No, Moss, we need you.
Hoggler gets ready to jump again.
Oh Lord. Eda's gonna walk over to Moss and just pat him on the top of the head and cast Fly.
Don't waste the spell slot. It's
Yeah, you really didn't need to do that. It's fine.
You sure about that? I mean, we get him back in like an hour.
No, I can just put the tree the other way.
Just rotate the tree.
I'd like to use tool proficiency vehicle water and I'd like to break off part of this tree and use it as an oar.
No, don't.
To
Nope.
paddle us the rest of the way.
As soon as I see Hoggler trying to break off a piece of my tree, I turn it back into a staff. He can fall.
And I start
He
falling.
breaks the
I haven't made it off the tree yet.
We're gonna say you did.
I assume we all get back on solid ground.
If anything, at bare minimum, as the tree retracts, you are pulled towards.
Oh yeah, so it's actually very handy. And then I replant the tree, aiming for the next rock, and it's
Amazing.
so we can just walk up it because it's a 60-foot ramp.
Why didn't we do this to start?
I like jumping.
Do you have to cast a spell to do that?
It costs 1 charge from the staff, which has 10 charges.
Okay, you're safe. Anyway.
How it be?
So you guys, Hoggler, I imagine you're jumping again. Barnabas is flying. Everyone is climbing the tree.
Hoggler's going the tree route.
You
Tree
see
route.
Moss, Whisperwise, and Eden all doing the Hakuna Matata dance along the tree.
We're not flying. All right.
We all aged
enough.
30 years because the tree, the log in
No,
Lion
no.
King is a time loop.
I mean, for all you know, time is passing in a way that you don't really recognize as
That's
it
fair.
could be. So
Well,
you don't
time
know.
doesn't really exist, so.
Time not here.
I stand between. I'm going to walk between Moss and Eden and count on their singing and dancing to guide me forward. I would also like to cast clairvoyance
Sure.
inside the house we are going to and look around.
Sure thing. Before everyone gets there.
Yes. So I create an invisible sensor within range in an obvious location that is unfamiliar, being in the house. And then I can warg my senses into the sensor and look and hear around.
So what are you looking for? Just what the place looks like, or
Yeah, I just want to look inside. Is there anything alive inside? Does it look like a normal house? Do I get a sense from what the magical thing might be?
so
I can see into the ethereal plane and invisible things.
okay. So when you put your perception in there, it's just a normal house.
Mm.
There is the ground on the first floor. It appears to be warded, but it's not a ward that's like a bad thing. It's like a protection kind of thing.
Mhm.
In fact, I guess there's a ward around the entire property. It's mainly for protection, and I think you could even assume that whatever ward this is probably why it still looks like a house in the first place.
Okay, warded against chaos energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's really good to know.
But other than that, inside on the first floor, there's like a dining room with like a living space in the back, a kitchen off to the right. I don't know if you're bringing the consciousness. There's a second floor if you're bringing it up there as well.
I don't think I can move it,
You
unfortunately.
know, you can move it? Okay. So then in that case, then it's just a simple house. There's nothing bad or menacing inside. It seems cozy.
Cool. I relay this information. I say the house seems the house seems protected against chaos energy, so if we weren't sure, I don't know, we didn't really discuss the plan, but it's definitely a good place to be.
Yeah, I'd say so. Very good.
Magic kind of pipes up and says, well, that's where the next core is. Well, that's where I'm sensing it's from, at least.
What? I thought you said it was not chaos. It was just magic.
Well, the core is a chaos energy. I mean, you just fought one.
Right, but you said there's no chaos in the house, wasn't it specifically?
Rachel's, there is no chaos in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Magic is saying that
Got it, okay.
that's where she senses the core is from.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Chaos in the house.
come closer. You're so far away.
It's really echoey in here.
I can't hear you.
I don't want to get closer because I don't want to be near the Hoggler when he fucks everything up again.
Hoggler, hon, you promised to behave?
I already
Whoa.
have PTSD
Whoa.
from like the 2 times I used this broom before.
Hey, it's been a minute since I've done something, so you know.
Yeah, it's been 1 minute.
Wait.
It's been 8 minutes.
You know, as they say, as they stare into a bachelor's eye, you sure shit gonna get pink eye.
See,
So
I
magic-
mumbled that shit and I still know it was gibberish.
Magic, I don't.
Yes.
What do you mean? I'm pretty sure it's like a non-chaotic type of house.
I am also very confused.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
That is where I'm sensing the core is coming from.
I lived my
and-
whole life that way, so we're in sync.
Did Magic say they were amused?
confused.
Barnabus, honey, come closer.
You're not allowed in the conversation if you're gonna be over there.
Fine then. I won't be.
Are you guys making it up to this last thing?
So we're still walking, yeah.
I'll give you a snack.
Where's that snack?
That's
Is
what I
it a
thought.
cookie? I've done a lot of shit for cookies.
It's true, he has. He certainly has. He once traded me for a cookie.
Oh, hold on. Eden this whole time has had like this big wooden chest on her back, like a backpack. And she's just gonna kind of sling it over for a second and pop it open and just reach in and pull out like a little 4-stack of cookies and just place it in your hand.
Beautiful. What would this
Aw.
show be
Without
Without a food bit?
without a
With
food
that-
bit?
Anyone else need anything?
Good question.
I got anything you want. Literally anything you want. You think I'm exaggerating?
Do you have
I
like?
wasn't. That's a magic chest.
Do you have raw sunlight?
Yeah, hold on.
I mean, this
And for a
is
brief second, it's very bright and then it's gone.
this is a lemon cookie, and it kind of tastes like raw sunlight.
Photosynthesis.
All right, so you guys are up on this.
We arrive.
You arrive. You guys make it to this house.
Yay!
If you guys are at the front door, or approaching the front door, rather. The house, again, like I said, seems pretty normal, which is scary in a way compared to everything that you've seen so far.
Oh,
But like it's eerie, but it's eerie because you've just seen so much messed up stuff that this is very
Yeah.
out of place.
that's funny. Is it the chaos of the chaos is protecting itself from chaos because that's the most chaotic thing that we wouldn't expect right now?
That's
is for it
good.
to not be chaotic.
That's good.
Well, we'll have to find out.
By the way, hold on. What's my proficiency bonus again?
4.
4? You can use a bonus action to eat one of those cookies and you get 4 temp HP.
Nice.
Hey, what the fuck?
Because I have the chef feat.
Yeah, chef
Awesome.
meat.
Oh.
So you guys, do you guys go into the house?
If the door's open.
Should
Yeah.
we knock or, I mean,
There's no one inside.
the non-chaotic thing to do would be to knock.
So you knock.
Yeah.
All
Sure,
right.
I'll knock.
I think
You
the
knock.
Hoggler should knock.
I agree.
I don't want to send the Hoggler in first. Eden, go ahead.
What? I'm proud to go in first. Are you kidding me?
No, that's fine. Eden, please.
I mean, you wait a little bit, but no one seems to be coming.
Uh-oh, he's doing his sour face. Maybe we should have let him knock.
I'm just usually the point guy. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
I'll tell
go
you
first.
what. I'll tell you what. Hold on. I'm going to try the knob.
Mm-hmm. It is unlocked.
I'll crack it open. So you go right in there, dear.
Hoggler, frog positions, jump straight in.
Are you a little bit
The
to the
frog
right
way.
or a little bit to the left?
I'm a little bit to the left.
All right, you jump right into the middle of what is a pleasant dining room.
Oh, very nice.
The lights are on magically. It's not like there's a fireplace that's lit and there's candles are lit, but it's not like a fire hazard. Like it seems like everything is just calm and nice. If you look around, there are little bookshelves and there's pictures and things. As you, like I said, as you walk in, and to your right there is a kitchen, and in the back there is a living room, in which these pictures depict a small family of a husband and a wife and a child.
And a child.
A child.
Moss is gonna scamper over to the bookshelves.
Sure.
Hey, look for a leather journal.
All right. I was just gonna look through all of the books, but I'll get there.
I found a pleather journal. Does that count?
Nope, gotta be leather. Gotta
All
be
right,
real
he-
dead flesh.
He throws out just like a whole box of pleather journals just out the window. Just a bunch of moleskins out
This
in
one's
space.
college ruled. Is that fine?
Is it? As long as it's leather.
No, it's not.
Additionally, I should mention that in the back off of the living room, there is a staircase going upstairs.
I'm gonna go check out upstairs.
Okay.
I'll
You
go
wanna
with
come
you.
with me?
I'll
okay,
go
thanks.
with you.
Thank you, Hoggler.
Is there anything else that we can look at? I mean, Moss is looking at the books here.
Yes. So on the bookshelves, the books are like a series of what would be novels, but it looks like as you like open them and look through them, the words are like messed about. They're not completely literate. There's some pages that you can actually kind of like understand a sentence or two, but for the most part, the words are all jumbled. They are still in a book form, but you feel as though maybe these aren't completely unaffected by chaos.
Oh, they're IKEA books.
Chaos seeping in.
Laura Mimsum coming at you hot.
Is the table set for a dinner?
Yeah,
No.
like anything in the kitchen.
Nope. The kitchen the kitchen isn't clean. It looks like someone was potentially making food at some point, but the food is old. It hasn't been touched in a while.
Within those novels and everything, was there a leather journal or no?
There is no leather journal on any of the bookshelves. Also, the table has not been set, but there was food being made in the kitchen.
So as someone in a culinary profession, can I kind of gauge how long this food's been sitting out for?
Sure.
And what they were trying to make.
Sure.
That too.
The food that they were prepping was like raw meat, like beef, but it was not finished. And so there are still some meat left out, and it has been sitting there for like weeks at this point. Like it's not a good smell. Yeah, it does smell. I apologize. It does smell.
You apologize?
I apologize for not explaining that
I'm
earlier.
sorry, it stinks in here, guys.
The
It's been a
smell
minute.
of spoiled meat is definitely something you'll smell.
You probably would have smelled it as you walked in.
Also,
Is
air
what I'm
conditioning does not
apologizing for.
exist.
Yeah, there is no air conditioning now, and it's. I mean, but it's other than that, it's cozy in here.
Other than the smell of rotting meat, it's great.
So, Hoggler and Whisperwise, you guys are going upstairs.
Yeehaw.
All right, so you make it up the stairs. Up on the second floor, immediately there is somewhat of a study with a chair and a rug, more tables with these little lit candles on them, some bookshelves, and there is a room all the way to the left, and then there is another room that is on the close wall to you behind you.
Okay, then.
I'm gonna take a twig out of my beard and cast Locate Object.
Sure thing.
Looking for a leather journal.
So there is specifically a leather journal. It is in the room that is off to the left, which as you go into there is a master bedroom. And next to the door, there is a journal sitting on a desk.
Hoggler,
You need me to wrestle some?
be ready to wrestle this journal.
All right, I'm ready to wrestle the journal. He gets up fully on the table and like crouches over the journal as
You
you're
look like a
reading
Tom
it.
and Jerry episode.
Exactly, literally that.
Yeah, I approach very cautiously and like I poke it with my staff first, and then if it doesn't react, I'll reach out and start reading it.
Sure, you poke it and nothing happens. It is just a book.
Okay.
You open it up and I can read it if you want, or you can read it.
No, Whisperwise has got this. It has been a few days since the beginning of the Great Mix-Up. Since all of my other notebooks have been turned to piles of junk, I've done what I can to preserve this journal and the remainder of our home. Since this has started, we've all felt the strength of our gift becoming weaker. I think that's why more people haven't charmed their things to stay as they are. They're preserving the strength of their gifts. I feel that maybe this is the evolution of magic, turning from something for individual into something for the collective.
Next entry.
Next century?
Next entry.
Oh, entry. I was
Yeah,
like,
I heard
centuries apart.
Century as well. Like holy.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop after one entry. I'm gonna go and gather everyone else before continuing, so everyone can hear
Sure.
this.
I love David Attenborough, but I think at this point he should probably like give up the narration because his voice just isn't what it used to be.
It's a good thing that's not me. So far, my charm has worked at keeping most of our things intact, so that's why the house isn't chaotic. The house tried to warp from time to time, but it's still made of house material and not hornet's nest like our neighbor's home.
That's unfortunate.
Can I get that, David? Can I get that line again? You were giggling.
I'm
Sir David.
I'm gonna go to Home Depot and buy 20 pounds of house material. That's a shame, really. Today, Emma came back from a stroll with the baby saying she feared he was going to leave us. The baby? I assured her that wouldn't happen.
There
At
was
least
a
until the
baby.
boy comes of age. Yeah, but like the baby's gonna leave. That's interesting. At least until the boy comes
Sir
of age.
David.
And hey.
Keep the focus.
Hey,
Keep the
sound
focus.
engineer, I'm the talent, okay? You want to get in here and record this yourself? At least.
David, we're just asking for a little professionalism. That's all we're asking for.
This is going very well.
The boy comes of age and wants to make a family of his own. She seemed concerned with my answer and went to lay down with him. I feel she's stressed about the rapid changes happening around town and worries about the possibility of my charm failing. I know that it won't fail. Well, it hasn't yet. How droll.
I'm sorry, don't improv.
Hey, David. Sir David, this is Clem Fandango. Can you hear me?
Who the hell is Clem Fandango?
He's one of the producers, David. You've met him several times.
Excuse me, I have a coffee for one Mr. David Attenborough.
no,
He doesn't get that until he's finished. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
What's going on?
This hasn't been paid for so far.
You can leave that. You can just leave that on the desk over here.
Next entry.
Oh my god. Emma hasn't been doing well the last few days. She's become manic with the idea of us separating. I don't know where she gets it from. She refuses to put Caleb down, even to change him. He cries frequently. The ground has begun shaking for extended periods, and some people are going to move out of town. Oh, so this was part of Eldoria. That makes sense. We saw a sign. I don't think leaving will be safer than staying. The town may shift from day to day, but the forests are even more unpredictable. And a final entry. I'm writing to maybe and rationalize what I've just seen. Emma and Cole are inseparable. Literally inseparable. Ooh. Cole seems to have fused into the side of Emma. He stopped crying. Emma has changed. She's now gray and violet. Her flesh hangs and reattaches to another part of her body. My son's face can slide across her skin. My dear family, how has this happened? I just wanted to protect you. Okay.
And one more page.
Sorry, Whisperwise, I'm a little confused. I thought the kid's name was Caleb.
Yeah,
Is it
me
Caleb
too.
or Cole?
I think the chaos has already affected this.
It must have affected their mind a little bit, yeah.
Very Calera space.
I think Cole is a nickname for Caleb.
Really?
Is it?
It's a real thing in the South that Cole is a nickname for Caleb.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't take back my joke.
If you're reading this, magic has returned and you're my family's only hope. My name is Trevor Mason Galestone. Cool name. And I live with my beautiful wife Emma and our giggly son Cole. Something terrible has happened to them, and now it's happening to me too. The other day, when going to feed my family, Emma grabbed at my leg and I am now attached. Oh god, are we gonna have to fight these people? I can feel my mind fading slowly, but before I lose everything, I'm sealing us away in the cellar. Ah, handy. You won't be able to find the cellar door until you've read this page, but by now it should be revealed on the first floor. What is this, a mist game? I can't say what form we've taken down here, but I know it won't be pretty. Please, stranger, I'm destined to protect our family. I know what the last of my gift. I hope we're safe with the protection circle, but I cannot bring us back to normal. I hope to be able to thank you in person. Oh, God. Okay, so we have to fix them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we haven't done much of fixing.
Hey, guys, there's a hatch down here now. I bet you didn't notice, but I slipped out the room while you were talking.
As you read over this, I hope it dawned on you what was maybe happening around here.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. That's some terrifying shit.
You guys go back into the living room where, sure enough, there is now a hatch. Whisperwise, you may have seen this hatch if it weren't for the fact that the floor was utterly glowing with this protective magic that was sealing them in the basement. So you are going to open this, yeah?
I'm going to cast Mage Armor first, if that's all right.
Good idea.
Of course.
Yeah, I gotta cast Mage Armor. That's a good idea. Yeah.
I did not prepare that spell, so I do not cast Mage Armor.
I'll cast Mage Armor on the Hoggler.
I feel powerful.
How many casts? Oh, fucking close.
All right, so we got a game plan. We're aiming to subdue, correct?
It seems that way.
All right.
I would like, I mean, much like with Olivia, no need to harm that which is a person. Except for the oven. I mean, the furnace was one off. They want to be saved, and I want to save them. That might mean dispelling some magic, so Moss, please chill.
Great.
I cast Enlarge on myself. Let's go beat up a family. And he throws open the hatch.
I cast Chill on Moss.
Chill touch.
Hoggler, you said you're opening the hatch.
Yep.
Are you also enlarged? You are actually
enlarged.
you're doing that? All right, cool. In your enlarged state, you go to pull on the door. I need you to make a strength check because it does not quite open as efficiently as you would have expected.
Oh no, the Hoggler has to make a strength check. How will we ever get out of here alive?
While enlarged,
a little
too.
strength check. Oh no. I get advantage.
What I'm curious about is the fact that Trevor seemed to think everyone else could have warded their homes the same way and just didn't.
Maybe Trevor's just more powerful.
17?
Wonderful. It's not a hard strength check. Actually, Hoggler, like, you grab this latch, you pull on it, you kind of smile like, haha, a small challenge for me. And you go ahead and you tense your arm and you rip open the door. And in that moment, the entire house shatters and explodes out, thrusting you all apart.
Just you died across the screen.
Jesus Christ.
Load latest save.
You don't get hurt. In fact, you feel as though you were caught by magic, allowing you all to just lightly land on the ground. As you look back to where the house once stood, the faint glow of a magic circle fades and then disappears, revealing underneath it 2.5 horrible monstrosities in the center of this crater.
Ew.
They gurgle and they moan in pain. And before you, one figure, which you would imagine would be Emma, or formerly Emma, is this fleshy amalgamation that Emma once was, gray and violet skin. As described, you see parts of her flesh hang down and reattach in different places. The face of her child slides effortlessly across her skin, going to her limbs and then down to her legs, sliding under clothes. You see from the bottom of her a fleshy woven rope that connects to the ankle of a second being who you could imagine was once Trevor, which stands before you as a bony and ivory-colored creation. Inside, there is a flesh core, but the outside is a skeleton of bones, an armor shield of bones, and he holds a large sword also made of bone, and a large shield also made of bone.
That's a lot of bone.
They're a lot of bone.
Where do you get so many bones?
Chaos gave him more.
It's a human body.
Nothing
Chaos
but bones.
gave him more.
I heard you like bones, so I got more bones for your bones.
Got some bones for your bones. These creatures look at you and they growl and groan. Roll for initiative.
Oh boy,
All right.
oh boy.
Oh, baby.
Dice boy.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. What die would you like me to roll for you?
A D20, my boy.
Of course. A natural 20, my lord.
Very good, boy. Have a cookie.
Oh,
It's a 21 for Seth Coveyou.
I ate it just like a big mouth bass, like you asked.
I did not ask for that.
I remember very clearly you said to me in the night, your eyes were open. You said, eat things like a big mouth bass, boy.
All right. 20 and up.
What? Yeah, me. I got a 20 and up. Sorry, I was distracted.
You're good. 15 and up. 15 and up. No one? Okay.
Nope.
10 and up.
10.
Amazing.
All right, 3 people sub 10. Let's go.
Doing well. 5 and up.
Ooh, it feels good,
I got
baby.
a 6.
6 also.
Oh my god.
5, baby. Don't worry, guys. I'll engage this creature head on.
Really? I wasn't sure. But who are you gonna wrestle first? Is the
I'm gonna
real
wrestle
question.
you first and distract the enemy through sheer prowess.
Smart.
Exactly.
Captivate him.
Never let them know your next move.
Let's get ready to rumble. All right. So, at the top of the order, we have Barnabus.
Woo!
Hell yeah, brother. I'm going to use my magic boon
Yep.
to allow it so that we can kill them, but beat them to normal. Not just kill them.
Yeah, put a buffer on them.
Sure.
Yeah.
I will say, I did forget to mention that as magic got smaller, it did move to the D4, but this...
Oh, again, okay.
But it is, that means it is stronger, and thus this is more likely.
Okay.
So this is a D4 roll?
It's a D4 roll, yes.
Okay. A dice boy,
Yes, sir.
roll a D4 for me.
Oh my
A
god.
D4? All right. 3, my lord.
Okay. Good job,
Very
Dice Boy.
good. Very
Oh,
good.
praise.
And what did you roll, DM?
Please.
That's a 4, I'm sure.
I rolled
She's laughing.
Rachel laughs when she gets ones.
a 1.
All right.
Abunda, real good. Thank you, Dice Boy.
You're welcome.
Okay, so they've been buffered, so we can theoretically whack on them and be fine.
Was that my action or is that a free action?
No, that is a free action. So
Oh, wow.
I'll give this a little bit of flavor. So
Yeah.
Barnabas, seeing everything that's just happened, also too, when the house explodes, there are now chunks of home like floating around you, kind of similar to what this whole world looks like. You know, you're kind of standing in the middle of this shattered house, and looking across the battlefield, knowing all that you have, and with Whisperwise divine guidance in your head, telekinetically, or telepathically.
Telepathy.
You muster your boon and you connect to magic, and you wish the weave to offer protection to the beings inside. As you do this, you push yourself forward into the weave and reach out to them, and you can sense that from in their beings that their souls are still there, all three of them, the mother, the father, and the child, just waiting for someone to come along. And it's almost as if you grab onto all of them and begin to pull them out. That makes this whole thing significantly easier on you guys, as you can feel that it may be only a matter of time that they will return to normal. You guys just have to stay alive until that happens.
Ooh, okay.
And for my action, I'd like to cast Shatter at 5th level.
Absolutely, go for it.
It's a 10-foot radius, so I think I can get both of them. I'm going to take a piece of white something out of my pouch. I'm going to throw it at them, and as soon as it touches the ground in between them, a thunderous shockwave ripples out in a 10-foot sphere. And you need to make a Constitution save.
Perfect. Wow, they both rolled the same thing. 17 and an 18.
Okay, they both meet. That's going to be 13 damage.
All right.
Is that 26 halved, or did you roll absolutely shit?
I rolled 27 and have that.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Because you've had some bad damage rolls this game.
I have, yeah. But this was a good one that they just saved on.
Yep.
Tragic.
All right. Next up, the patron steps forward, looking at the they saw the white thing come and hit the ground. They saw the shatter go off, and now they stare at you, Barnabas. Patron moves to close with you. Give me just a sec.
When you say patron, what are we referring to?
The father.
Okay. Oh, patriarch?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the patron and the matron was what I called them.
He shops at Chaosco.
Nice.
How about Matron and Patron?
Ooh, tequila.
Patron moves to close.
Campari.
I knew Christina Santos was behind this.
They're going to take their action to close with you and get up
You
on your
will
level.
try.
Thus dashing. And yep, that's all they can do. The patron, when they move to close with you, you see that again, there's this fleshy kind of cord that is connected between them. It doesn't restrain his movement, but they are connected, and it appears that is her connecting with him, not the other way. So just to reflect what is said in the journal, he went to feed her, and then she went out and grabbed him.
Yep.
Turned him into this. So yes, this large skeletal armored figure is standing over you, Barnabas. We move on to she goes.
Yeah.
As the patron moves away, and you guys look back over to her, she is actually sitting on a hole in the ground where this dark light is emanating out of the bottom of it, and you see that she kind of huddles down over it, sort of like an egg, and tries to protect it.
The hole look like a well?
It's not like a well, it's not deep, but it's just like
a hole.
It's just a hole. It's a hole that she can kind of like sit over and like protect.
Okay. I was just wondering how far into Colorado space we were going.
Caleb, get out of there!
Is the hole in a bog?
No, this isn't a bog. This is the shattered remains of a family home.
Right, sorry.
Ho, ho, the shattered home.
Shattered home in the valley.
So she looks around at all of you and she stares at you, Eden. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Is a spell?
No, not a spell. It's a gaze.
14.
Oh, that's a shame.
Uh-oh.
You become fascinated by chaotic emotions and senses swirling within her gaze. You are charmed. You are incapacitated until further notice, for the next minute at least, unless someone does something about it. But you stare into her eyes, you accidentally meet her eyes, and you are suddenly filled with these chaotic memories of your own mother, except in her place, it is this matron figure, and she is comforting you, and she is trying to get you to be part of her family, and she's kind of drawing you in.
So 10 turns.
Yeah, it says for a minute or until someone else does something about that.
Was that a magic effect technically?
The effect of a gaze, I suppose. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, because I forgot I'm a gnome, so I would have advantage. And with that advantage,
What? You're not a halfling?
No, I'm a gnome, dude.
Since
Day
what?
one.
But you're a chef.
You have to be a halfling.
Gnomes aren't allowed to cook.
Nope, not allowed.
Gnomes tinker, halflings cook.
Yeah.
Roll that advantage.
It was 24 with advantage.
Sure. So we'll put it like this. For the minute, your eyes are entangled and you start to see these visions, and then you go, wait a second, I'm a gnome. And you shake it off.
This woman isn't a gnome. She's not my mother.
Anyway, moving on. Moss.
So I had my turn. What I was thinking of doing has changed like 3 times, but I have since decided Moss is going to go over to the edge of this crater that has been created here. He sees this long tether of flesh between the matron and the patron, and he is going to swirl his hand as this small green liquid appears in it, and he's going to flick his wrist as he shoots out an acid arrow directly towards the tether in the midway point between the matron and the patron.
Ooh, very nice.
And I'm doing this at 4th level.
Fourth level. Okay, very nice.
So it's an attack roll. I don't know what this thing, like the tether's AC is, but I will make the attack roll. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
All right, yeah, you hit it. You absolutely hit it. Your arrow soars true, and it hits the tether right in the middle. How much damage does it do?
19 points of acid damage.
Nice.
And it is
Okay.
going to continue taking damage.
Amazing. And acid damage. Okay, interesting.
Yes, it's going to take
No.
3d4 acid damage each round, or until somebody uses their action to wipe it off, basically. Oh, sorry. That's a mistake. It doesn't last until they wipe it off. It only lasts for 1 additional round.
Okay, that's fine.
I was looking at Caustic Brew is the one that lasts longer.
Got it.
Oh, gotcha.
Gotcha. Very cool. Yeah, so you start withering away at this tether. You see that it burns and bubbles. Both sides of this chain react to it. It doesn't seem to distract them entirely, but they both have realized your presence. They're now looking at you as well.
Cool. Hi.
Which brings us to Whisperwise.
Okay, so you said that we just have to survive long enough for them to turn back.
Mm-hmm.
Is that literal, or is just doing damage still a good idea? Can I roll a check about that?
That's probably a smart idea.
Okay. Arcana?
Yeah.
It's a 17.
Okay, yeah. So I'm imagining that Barnabus also has communicated what is happening, and
Sure.
you guys aren't just throwing attacks on it really
Shouting for his life while there's a bone monster.
Yeah,
on him.
you do have the telepathic connection that I struggled
Oh, yeah.
to say earlier.
That too.
Doing the damage is good to ward it off, and it may kind of help keep them at bay too.
Okay. I'm gonna... Well, I'm expecting this to go wrong. I'm gonna cast Wall of Force.
Let's find out if it does.
Oh, they're about 50. It's a little bit too far. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on Wall of Force. I'm gonna cast Animate Objects
Nice.
again.
Love that spell.
And I'm going to animate There's a bunch of like destroyed trees and boulders around,
Yes, there are, yeah. That were pushed out by the house, yes.
right? What size would we say those are? Medium, large, huge, tiny?
Probably
Boulder buddies?
the boulders ranging from like medium to large trees, but they would be like huge, wouldn't they? Because they're tall trees.
Can I get 5 medium boulders?
Sure, especially with how the house has kind of created this crater, there are sure to be some boulders around. I would say that you want 5 of them.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there are some small ones too, so like 2 small, 3 medium.
Each medium counts for 2 small, so I could do 3 medium and 4
Okay,
small.
yeah, that works. Okay, sure.
Cool. I summon 7. I awaken 7 boulders. They all get little googly eyes and little drawn-on hands that like they're drawn on after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Animated hands, and they all will swarm the Bone Man.
Swarm the Bone Man.
Attempt to grapple him, and that's a turn and bonus to cast and give command.
Perfect. All right.
And I will also back 15, 20 feet away from the matron in the center of the crater because she's scary.
very, very smart. All right, cool. Yeah, so go ahead and can I get the grapple on that?
Oh, maybe they might actually not be able to grapple. They can just make slam attacks.
All right, I can grapple.
That's a miss. That's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
That's a natural 1. Thanks.
That
God, these
doesn't
guys
hit.
suck. These guys suck so bad.
Get better summons.
That's a 14, probably a miss.
That misses.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Such awful dice. And then the next one, and there's a 15 to hit.
That also misses.
Great. One of them hit.
Great.
That's a 9 bludgeoning damage.
Hey, it's damage.
Damage is damage.
There you go.
That's 9. We love it. That's the end of your turn?
Yeah, and then move back. That's the end of my turn.
Amazing. All right, cool. The patron's going to take a legendary action to try and attack Barnabus. And it's just going to swing at you with its sword. 21.
Okay. it hits.
Okay.
Good luck, Barnabus.
Okay, just 12 damage at you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Easy.
Didn't roll well. Didn't roll well. That is the legendary action. Eden.
Hello. I think I'm gonna look at the mom and be like, just the mom. I don't think I appreciate that, darling. Hey, hold on. How do you like it? And I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern at her.
Sure. Go
Nice.
ahead.
Good spell.
So you have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
She ate wise.
She got a nat 20.
All right.
She
So
wise.
that doesn't do shit.
You know, those barbs are looking awful silvery today.
Hey. That was really funny. Thank you, Seth. 17.
Damn it.
That's
God
the
damn
DC
it, meets it
probably.
beats it. Oh, well, that didn't work. Bye. I'm gonna walk away.
Telepathically, I say, Eden, you gonna attack it next time?
I guess I was trying to minimize. Oh,
No, maximize. Take an advantage.
all right.
Hey. All right, and then we move on to the Hoggler.
The Hoggler is gonna go, and the Hoggler had plenty of time to think through his turn.
Yeah, he did.
So anyway, what do you guys think the Hoggler should do?
Tackle the bone man.
If you
Hoggle.
I said
Hoggle.
Well,
I don't think
that's
you
a
can get
shame.
to the
I
Bone Daddy
cannot
is the
get
problem.
to a single one of them, unfortunately. So the Hoggler
Close,
has hoggled
close.
his last.
Why don't you use telepathy to
Telekinesis.
or
Telekinesis. Yeah, I was gonna
telekinesis
say, I
to
could telekinesis
lasso using the meat tether and just and choke him with his own umbilical cord.
If you can get them closer together, I can lock them out.
Can I telekinesis the meat cord into the air and then make them like those clacker things?
You can. Yeah, absolutely you can.
All right, they need to make opposed strength checks.
Okay.
I rolled a 6, so it's only a 14.
Natural 20, and the other one got a 14. So
Okay, so they both
Damn.
succeed, unfortunately.
yeah.
Yeah. I think
You can
that's
start
all.
moving closer to Hoggle.
Yeah, I'm gonna at least move forward. I moved forward 30 feet into the crater.
Okay. Real fast before you end your turn, can you just give me a perception check?
Sure thing. And before that, he says, join me In Olympic Heroes for Abstinence, the best sex is no sex. Kurt Angel.
Kurt Angel?
Is it Kurt Angel or Kurt Angle?
It's Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle.
This is the fantasy version. He's an ASMR.
Perception?
Yes, please.
4.
All right, good enough for me.
The
You don't
Hoggler
see
doesn't
anything.
see anything.
Nothing.
He's got tunnel vision.
Yep. You are
He's trying
tunnel
to hog.
vision. You're trying to hog. You are staring at both of these creatures. You don't see anything. But that's the top of the order, and that's where we're gonna end our session.
Hey!
Unexpected.
We must murder, but
We
not.
didn't even get to see a single Hoggle.
I know, right? It
This is
feels
so
weird.
weird.
Definitely next time.
He hoggled gravity.
He
I
hoggled
mean,
He did
Gravity.
hoggle gravity.
He
That's
also
true.
hoggled Moss
Moss
out
a
of
little
the
bit.
out of the air, so I guess that's fair.
I saw Gravity's rainbow and I decided to grapple it.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Who has something to shout out?
Leave us a review, guys. Just
Oh,
go
we're starting with that.
online and leave us a review. And that's all we really have to say this week, you know? Just please go and leave us a review. Everyone's already left the studio. It's just me and Attenborough here. He's still a little confused, though.
Where's the sparrow?
There's no sparrow, but can you tell our listeners to leave us a review?
We're doing a documentary on
Anyone
sparrows.
No,
gonna pay for
we're-
this coffee?
You're on a podcast. The intern is still here as well. Intern, do you want to tell them where they can leave a review?
No, well, you can go to all the platforms that you use: Spotify, Google, Apple.
What's
Someone
the
turn
other
the lights
one?
back on.
No, we can't turn the lights back on for you, Attenborough.
Watch
you
Mojo,
You got to stay. Don't leave a review.
Audio
I
Jungle.
think you locked the door on me.
We need to make sure you don't wander off anymore, so that's why the door is locked now.
I think the ventilation is off because it's getting hard to breathe.
Oh, you'll
Wow,
be
what's this
fine.
open URL
Sir David.
to
Sir David.
TINTN?
Shut up, intern. Sir David, this is Clem Fandango. Can you hear me?
Oh, good.
Oh, are we buying movie tickets?
No. Can you just read the last line? It starts with the G.
Giraffe!
All right, now you guys do your plugs. Quick, before the music takes up. Quick, go. Casey. Your plugs, quick. Before the music gets up.
Don't look at me.
Rachel, what are you doing?
Rachel
what are you
Kordell,
doing?
Majora's Roast.
Before the music. The music, Rachel.
They can't look at you. They can't look at you. It's audio only.
That's my favorite outro we've ever done. Oh my god.